What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com.
Here are my DFS picks for NFL Week 1, Thursday Night Football.
These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button
And hit that bell icon
so you don't miss our new videos.
Okay, in this video, I'm going to give you my top picks for the Thursday Night Football Showdown between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, let's take a look at this Thursday Night Football Showdown between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. So at the quarterback position, you got Patrick Mahomes for the Kansas City Chiefs, coming in at $12,200 DraftKings salary. Now, he averaged 27 fantasy points per game on the season last year. He was getting an average of 3.6 rush attempts per game. Now, Vegas thinks this is going to be a high-scoring game. 53 points scored in this game. And they have the Kansas City Chiefs favored by 4.5. Now, this is a fantastic matchup for Patrick Mahomes. The Detroit Lions were the absolute worst defense overall and versus quarterbacks last year. So Patrick Mahomes is in a fantastic spot. So of course I like Patrick Mahomes. He's expensive, $12,200 DraftKings salary. Now let's take a look at Jared Goff from the Detroit Lions playing the Kansas City Chiefs, who have the 11th worst defense overall, give up the third most fantasy points to opposing quarterbacks. Jared Goff has averaged 18.3 fantasy points per game on the season last year. He got an average of 1.7 rush attempts per game. And he's $9,400 DraftKings salary. And he's got a great matchup here as well. So if you do want to save a ton of salary and go with Jared Goff, I think you could play either one of these quarterbacks, possibly both of them, but that's really going to stretch your salary thin. So I like both of these guys. Both have great matchups and the price tags are right. So I like Patrick Mahomes and Jared Goff here tonight on this season opener NFL Football Showdown.
Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching.
If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal,
all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won.
And we'll send you $25 PayPal.
So it's that easy,
and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video.
So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you.
Okay, let's take a look at the running back position. So I like Jahmyr Gibbs from the Detroit Lions playing the Kansas City Chiefs. Now he's a new running back. He's $8,200 DraftKings salary. And the Kansas City Chiefs, they weren't that great last year on defense. They were middle of the pack defending opposing running backs. But I think this guy's going to have a good shot at the lead running back spot here. Should get plenty of touches. So I like Jahmyr Gibbs here versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, if you want to save a little bit of salary, although none of these running backs are really all that expensive, but take a look at Isaiah Pacheco from the Kansas City Chiefs playing the Detroit Lions, who have the worst defense overall, middle of the pack defending opposing running backs. Isaiah Pacheco, he averaged 8.2 fantasy points per game on the season last year, got an average of 10 rush attempts, but this guy is explosive, and if he can get close to 15 touches here tonight, I think he's going to be a pretty good play at only $6,800 DraftKings salary. So I like Isaiah Pacheco here versus the Detroit Lions. Now, if you're looking for a low salary running back, the other running back you got to consider for the Kansas City Chiefs is Jerick McKinnon. He's only $5,600 DraftKings salary. He averaged 11.8 rush attempts per game on the 11.8 fantasy points per game on the season last year, 4.2 rush attempts, but also 4.2 pass targets. So the value with Jerick McKinnon is you're getting a running back who's going to get maybe a handful of touches out of the backfield, but he's also going to get a handful of pass targets from Patrick Mahomes. So if you look at him as a wide receiver that's getting 4 pass targets from Patrick Mahomes at only 5,600, it's looking pretty good. And then tack on those rush attempts, he's got some fantasy football upside. So I like Jerick McKinnon here versus the Detroit Lions.
Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. This is a great time to get in and try everything for 1 month. The tools are all about saving research time. You can see the last 3 games, the fantasy points per game, the targets they got per game, so you can see how involved they are in the offense, the rushes they got per game. Seeing all this stuff on one screen helps you save time and make better picks. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups.
Okay, let's take a look at the wide receiver position. So the stud pick on the slate is Amon-Ra St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, sorry, I always say Street Brown. I get flack in the comments, people don't like it. So Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's 10,200 DraftKings salary. He averaged 17.5 fantasy points per game on the season last year, getting an average of 9.1 pass targets per game. So with Vegas thinking there's going to be 53 points scored in this game and the Lions trailing by 4.5, you got the potential here that the Lions fall down by a touchdown or 2 at some point in this game. They got to throw the ball quite a bit to try to catch up here, keep pace with Patrick Mahomes. They got a fantastic matchup. Kansas City Chiefs giving up the ninth worst defense overall, giving up the 10th most fantasy points to opposing wide receivers. So I like Amon-Ra St. Brown here versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, for the Kansas City Chiefs, I like Kadarius Toney. He's only 7,000 DraftKings salary. He averaged 6.5 fantasy points per game on the season last year. Got an average of 2.2 pass targets. I'd like to see that go up. I think it will. The wide receiver number 1 this year. And he's got a fantastic matchup here. The Detroit Lions had the worst defense overall and gave up the 2nd most fantasy points to opposing wide receivers. So I like Kadarius Toney here versus the Detroit Lions. Another couple of wide receivers that I like for the Kansas City Chiefs. You got Marquez Valdes-Scantling and Sky Moore. They're both around 5,000 DraftKings salary. Marquez Valdes-Scantling's got some upside. He averaged 7.4 fantasy points per game on the season last year, getting an average of 4.8 pass targets, so I'd probably play him over Sky Moore. And both these guys got fantastic matchups with Patrick Mahomes passing the ball, so I like both of those wide receivers. Okay, moving on to the tight end position here. So you got Travis Kelce, who's questionable. Looks like it's going to go down to the wire. If Travis Kelce plays, you could roll the dice, go with him. You never know. He could put up 30, 40 fantasy points. He's got monster upside. But with that questionable tag, even if he does play, I'd be a little bit concerned for his touch count and how many targets he's going to get. But if Travis Kelce does not play, you got a value play that opens up here in Noah Gray from the Kansas City Chiefs at only 2,400 DraftKings salary. Average 4.1 fantasy points per game on the season, 2 pass targets a game. But of course, he's got a much better chance at scoring the ball with Travis Kelce on the sideline. And as far as the tight ends go for the Detroit Lions, probably going to stay away, but it looks like Sam Laporta is going to be the starting tight end. So you never know what you're going to get there, but I think there's plenty other plays on the slate. I don't think you have to go with the tight end. I would prefer to throw in a couple of those lower priced wide receivers from the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. So that's my strategy here in week 1 regular season. Welcome back to the NFL, guys. I'm a little rusty doing these videos, haven't done them for a year. My first one here tonight, so hopefully we can get at it, get it. So thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NFL slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.